With the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
They played some solid team basketball, Arnie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
For him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with
And
that
now
kind
let's
of
present
feel,
our Jordan Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Martin's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Go away. We'll be back momentarily. Folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long, everyone. Washington.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Please, a hand at home for them. Clapping for yourselves. Oh. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because the game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And get the shot off just in time.
And so it's Washington with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read.
On the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
That'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later. After this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful, beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's
Polished
very
teak.
nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
Teak.
I have an ante.
Marc Gasol playing terrific basketball in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
You know, there may be better centers than Marc Gasol, but I can't name any of them that's more versatile. Back to the basket, he can score, he can facilitate, tremendous position, rebounder, defender. He also plays with a lot of physicality and a lot of heart.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, no question, Ernie. They need to improve their three-point shooting. When you shoot in the low 30s, you can dig yourself in a deep, abysmal hole. You like that word, Ernie? Abysmal? I can't spell it, but it sounded nice. Anyway, when the open three is there, fine, shoot it. But we saw at least a few situations where they should have worked for a better shot.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Our Jordan player of the game, Al Horford.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Quarter performance, he seemed to stop at nothing to push the momentum. Back to the action after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 12 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, so far they won the battle of assists. They played more patiently and very unselfish in the first half. Good shot selection and nice flow of offense.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Determined as ever. Right back after this break.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's
Our
also
Jordan
a
player of the
discipline.
game, Russell Westbrook.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time.
For joining us, that'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. And we'll be back with you shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Airlines Arena.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play. Changes. I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta.
That's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later. With the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, Ernie, Steph Curry, he's still redefining the point guard position. To call him a shoot first or a pass first doesn't do him justice. He makes great decisions on the fly. Tremendous creator and ability to improvise. And we saw all of that in the first half.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this.
Walking all over them on the inside.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Steph Curry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire
Tonight,
that.
folks, for our broadcast, for Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution.
That's
This
gonna
is
do
what
it
you
for
practice.
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.